First, it is important to know how to turn on the synthesizer. With this synth and some others, you will find a switch on the upper right hand corner of the device. It is often located on the upper back portion of the synthesizer's casing. After turning that on, you will see a red digital display on the upper left side of the main panel. This shows you what instrument or synth tone you have to set it to. Right now it is on the default setting being Ah Super Saw. As you can see by the text that reads analog synths, you can select from 3 different wavelengths. The first is a sawtooth wave, which has a crunchy, distorted sound. The second is a sine wave, which is a wave more floaty and calm. And the last is a square wave, which is the brightest sounding of the sound waves, which means that it has a higher treble and low bass range. You can change the pre-made sound of a digital or analog patch by using the tone buttons. The right is to go forward and the left is to go back, as well as the big knob that you can see there. Right now it is on the effects and vocoder station, so I'm going to move it on over to the lead synth. For the second step, here is where you will start your loop. At the lower middle section of the synth, right below where it says pattern sequencer, you can click the real-time record or step record buttons to start recording your track. The real-time button records your playing as the click track plays. On the other hand, the step record button allows you to play a note on any of the 16 tracks without having to play it on the spot or even well. I will be using the real-time record because that is what I am used to doing. Next, let's add a drum pattern. Here is a drum sound called 90s Kit that I will be using for this track. I will now also be moving up the tempo knob at the bottom left corner to 130. This will give me that dramatic action atmosphere that I want for this track. As a side note, there are many different genres and styles you can create on this synth. I am just demonstrating to you the different components of this synth and their utility in making a complete song. Using the effects compartment on the upper right side, I am going to turn on the fuzz effect under the area labeled Effect 1 to give the drums a crunchy, erratic tone. For our third loop, I'm going to create a bass line on the analog button. Here's a bass line that is grungy, that is also slightly funky. As I play, I will be turning up and down the pitch knob, as well as the modulation lever on the lower left side. This will give the bass line some realistic properties that will enhance the energy of the recording. For this last loop, I am going to go back up to the second digital synth button and create a short, luscious pad synth. Anyway, let's go. Thanks for watching my tutorial. I hope you have gained something from this tutorial, not just in using the product or how to create a synth, but also some of the basics of music production in the modern age. See you next time!